Hello and welcome to Behind the Bunker here. This is episode 350. 350 of these nonsense shows you guys have watched.
No. 350.
No, 350.
350.
So welcome to the show, guys. My name is Tony. We have lots on the show tonight. We have some stuff in the news. We have... I want to talk to you about Greg Hastings. I want to talk to you about some mail time questions that you guys had. Some goggles. We're going to be featuring some of your goggles on tonight. Price is Right. We may even take some of your phone calls tonight. We'll post the number for that later. Guys, show starts in about 30 seconds.
Available on iTunes and anywhere you get your better podcasts. This is the Behind the Bunkers Weekly Paintball Show. Tonight's show is brought to you by Empire Paintball, Planet Eclipse, Exalt, Air Up's Paintball Bunkers, Enola Gay Smoke Grenades, Tipman, and GI Sports. Behind the Bunker gets all their paintball gear supplied by FlagRaiders.com. Get all of your online paintball gear purchases from FlagRaiders.com. If you want to join the conversation, post your comments and we might read them on the show. Now, let's get this nonsense started. Here's your host, Todd Ansich.
All right, so here it is, ladies and gentlemen, episode 350 here of this
train wreck.
This train wreck. So thank you guys for joining me. My name is Todd Ansich, as I just mentioned, and it probably just said in the video clip as well. With me, as always, I have Josh Zuby Zabrikis.
Hello, Ansich.
And such. And
I was watching Seinfeld today.
Were you?
In the episode with the I forgot it already. The black market.
Oh, the shower
former
head.
Czech Republic shower heads.
Yugoslavia.
The Lever 2000. And they all show up and they've all got like really flat hair because the shower pressure is so poor. Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you for being on the show. And then we also have...
don't thank me yet. It's not over.
Joe Kimson from Flats Radius Paintball.
Hey, how are you? And welcome to beautiful Behind the Bunker.
Ooh. And we don't have Gavin in, unfortunately, tonight. He is not feeling well.
Seb's here.
Still.
Seb boats.
So, but we have Sébastien Monnier.
Bonjour.
Taking his position.
Hello
tonight,
and welcome.
It's a little brighter on that side of the studio tonight for some reason.
It's Gavin 3.0.
No, it's his tan sweater.
I would not dare filling that guy's shoes.
That's why I say it's Gavin 3.0.
They're humongous. Hi, Gavin. We love you.
Yeah. We just don't want him here in the studio because he's infectious.
I will
literally.
Yeah, really, eh? And then we also have Matt the Crip pushing all of the buttons in the studio tonight.
I'm using the faders tonight, actually.
Whoa.
Little known fact, Matt did the show 347 times out of 350. He has the record.
He missed the first one.
Yeah, I did.
Missed the first one and won a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? Because he made the second.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about... Remember how fun that show was?
No.
Is it the one I was playing with all the buttons? Yeah, actually it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
Lots on the show tonight. We'll
Dream feed.
We'll get to lots on the show. Josh, I saw that you found this on your Facebook stream the other day and shared it.
I did.
Tell us, let's go down memory lane and figure out how many years ago was this picture, by the way?
That was...
Lavalier Mike.
At least 2 years ago, right?
I thought it was
more.
4.
Because I've been around for 3.
That's with the lapel mics.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I was not involved in the
Back
production
when
of
we
this
used to
show back then.
stand.
Like
It
Rory
was
Calhoun's?
so much gooder
Well,
than
according to the chat forum, it's episode 50.
Oh, so it
That's
would have been
50?
50?
Wow.
No.
Then that means it would have been 5 years ago. Wow, look at that.
Really?
That's crazy. Anyways, the point of this is... Oh, sorry, let me zoom in. That was the point.
Look how young Zuby looked.
And spry.
And then you look at Gavin, and he's
Where you
not
go?
age 1.
So that, more especially, folks, is the night we beat Joe Rogan.
That's right. So you can
We
see...
slammed Joe Rogan into the dirt. It was awesome.
So at this point of the screen capture, which we had asked people to do, this was still in the middle of the show. So there was almost 700 live people watching at the time, and then we had just cracked over the 15,000 mark. We had thought, there's no way we're going to crack 15,000, and when we did, everyone started screen capping. But it didn't finish there. We ended up with 18,700 or something, 18,700.
it skyrocketed.
Yeah, but that was quite a long time ago, let me tell you. And now we're up to 300.
5 years ago, not even Joe Rogan looked that young.
You know what, though? Looks like Air Up's been there since day one, too, haven't they?
Well, here's the thing. Empire was our very first sponsor. JK from Empire reached out to us and said, have you guys thought of, do you need some help, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I met with him at Cup, and within a 5-minute chat and a handshake, we had a sponsor. And then Arups proudly came on board right after that. He... I think we caught Brent on an odd day, and the wind was blowing the right direction, and
That's back when he used to glue all the bunkers together.
Yeah, by hand, with a hot glue
where he
gun.
got the special radio frequency.
And for those of you that
lasers
watch
and
the show and listen to the
stuff.
podcast, you know that when he plays Price is Right, he's the cheapest guy in the thing. So believe me, when I say he sponsors the show like that means a big thing. So
Yes.
thank you to all of
Because
our
his brain
sponsors.
is currently stuck on wholesale. Wholesale. I wonder what the wholesale is.
Yeah, he said, I'll sponsor you, Bob.
Hi, Brent.
Very good.
And yes, Matt, in quotes, handshake is what the kids are calling
That's
it these
right.
days.
Yeah. So moving over, speaking of one of our sponsors, Enola Gay, one of our proud sponsors, they put this on their Instagram the other day, and I wanted to
neat.
share with you guys.
That's a great graphic.
That is.
Idea.
Because people at the store always ask me how much smoke, come out of these things. Well, here's a comparability aspect. What's an EG25? Is that what you're
I
holding?
have an
Yes.
EG25
Okay.
in my hand. If you come over to my hand, I have an
Ew.
EG25, so it burns for 25 seconds. It's pocket size. It's slightly rounder than a 12-gram CO2 cartridge, and you can probably put it in a shotgun bandolier. And this is an EG...
Or your pocket.
Or your pocket, and this is an EG... What is this? White. I don't know. An EG40.
Is it new reading glasses?
I can't read it.
So, anyways,
So
have
be the green one.
a look at that. So, if you open a CM75 in your house, you're going to have a bad day.
Yes.
That
Can we
would,
buy those here?
Yeah, they're available in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And what's the
believe
other
so.
one? SD75?
It's
Or
same-
is it CM75 SD75?
I'm not sure what the difference is, but it looks like it puts out the same plumage.
One's a burst, one's not.
And for those of you who are wondering, Enola Gay is the world's leading manufacturer of smoke grenades, thunder flash, airsoft, and paint grenades for use in theater, film, photography, and paintball. Demand Enola Gay at your next event.
You know
Don't
what?
ask for it, folks.
We're watching all you guys
Demand
in the live
gooder
chat
stuff.
right now. Let us know if you guys have had a chance to use Enola Gay. I'm very curious. Josh and I use them whenever we go to events, and Joey, we
Sometimes
use
I use them when I'm
use
not
them-
even
I
at
use them
events.
weekly. Sometimes we just throw them and videotape it. 'cause it
Sometimes in
looks
the middle
really
of
cool.
traffic, I just check a purple in it.
And Seb uses them when he tries to get away.
Well,
But
for work, I just spark one at work, and then I put a Houdini.
What's all this orange? Oh, Seb went for lunch. Bye-bye.
Speaking of the beginning, in the beginning, you fall out of a tree. You stumble down a rocky cliff, wade chest deep through a mosquito-infested bog. Then you realize you're surrounded. It's party time. You own a Tippin. Now combine Empire, JT Tippin, V-Force, and you get the world's largest distributor of everything paintball. GI Sports and CGI Sports at Paintball Extravaganza at the end of February.
I think we should have like dramatic music for Joe's.
In the beginning,
Joe's
dun
reading.
dun dun.
Yeah, like big orchestra string, like with
Nah,
the
we need a
thunder bass.
bucket of mud. Is what we need. In the middle of his read, we need.
We need a Foley stage. Matt has a Foley stage by his switchboard.
I wish.
Hey, Seb,
I
guess
wish I
what
could use
happens in 50 less than 56 days now?
50 Shades of what?
Whoa.
What happens in less than 56 days from now?
It's OLED related. I got the funny feeling.
No.
Hey, Vegas, baby.
Yeah, NXL Vegas. And I shared this last week on the show, and you weren't here, so I wanted to bring it up again. NXL is proud to announce Joy Division for 2018 NXL Europe.
To the world.
Wow.
Time to break out the leopard print, folks.
Wow.
Yeah.
But there's some of us that have these jerseys.
I have a jersey.
Joe does. I know Joey does. I had one that
I've
I
got a
sold.
headband.
Joey
Somewhere
Jojo
I had that.
Joy
Shabadoo?
Division headband.
Junior.
Junior.
Junior Mints?
No, Joey Jojo Shabadoo.
It can be very
Did you see the
refreshing.
video of Jerry Seinfeld at the basketball game
With his daughter?
And his daughter's
It's just a
eating
box?
Junior Mints.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
I just saw the picture. I didn't know there was a video.
Yeah, me neither. I saw the picture.
Front row.
That's awesome.
Front row eating, Junior Mints. That
I'm
was
going to
awesome.
put this EG25 down before there's an accidental discharge.
Yeah.
Happens to a lot of guys.
Yeah, no more desk pops. You notice the background slightly purple today? That's not lighting.
Tom Bertrand is saying a shout out. Says, "Hey Zuby, I dare you to ignite that smoke grenade in the studio."
My hands are empty.
Tom is.
And Matthew Stone says, I can't get enough of an
Tom
Old
knows
Smoking Aids on my person when I run MagFed. Very cool.
Little side note the fact that you're not allowed to use smoke grenades inside a PRZ.
Why not?
It's because of him.
You did something? Is there a story?
We got a little smoke happy. Some people got sick.
Like
Got stuck inside the
define
building.
sick.
Had a hard time breathing. Came out, was vomiting.
That's one
Don't
thing I
Something to
never-
do with 7 or 8 on one floor.
Oh, jeez.
That's it.
Jeez.
There's a lot of smoke in an Ola Gay smoke.
Oh,
grenade.
thanks for ruining it for everybody, Josh.
Yeah, there's always one guy.
You can still throw from inside to outside.
Dan McClellan needs to get his eyes checked. He says, Tom, if Zuby did that, it might be the best looking podcast they have yet.
Agreed. Agreed, Dan. Good point, sir.
And we've gotten away from the poop emojis, and now we're getting into honk honk.
Whoa.
Seems to be the
Psycho Clown
Oh.
Posse are taking over, I think.
I believe so. And I have to say, I've always wanted one of those Psycho Clown Posse jerseys. The first time I saw it was about 10 years ago, 12 years ago at Hollywood Sports Park, and I thought they were the coolest. That would have been
I remember seeing an article in Action Pursuit games.
That's right.
About them.
Yeah, the Psycho. I remember
The
that.
Psycho Clown Posse, and I thought, these guys are awesome.
hey, we all know, maybe we don't know, but we have a D6 paintball team sponsored by the show called the Behind the Bunkerinos.
We also have a D9 team and a D12 team.
Somebody on the weekend, we hosted an event at our field. It was the TKO 4-man, and somebody has put the Behind the Bunker. Well, a lot of guys put the Behind the Bunker logo on their jerseys locally, but these guys did their own custom jersey, and I want to show it to you guys.
What?
Oh.
No way they're getting a sponsorship from Coors Light.
Forget that. Look at
Behind
the
the
logo.
Behind the
plug.
butt plug.
Behind the butt plug. Very well done.
Who did that?
It
That
was-
is
jeez, I
brilliant.
It was a great troll, and it took me about half the day, and someone finally pointed it out. And
It's
I
the
went,
guys
oh,
with
that's
tuxedo jerseys, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
These
Yeah.
kids are
Well,
styling.
they made the jerseys. See,
And profiling.
see where it says "Bye Felicia" coming down there.
Oh, that's from
They-
that guy.
Yeah,
Wow, that
what's his
fighter.
name? The guy that was so great and then lost.
Oh, what the hell is this? That
I mean, the
UFC
UFC fighter who took on the world
Yeah,
featherweight
boxing.
Yeah.
boxing champion who's never lost.
Yeah.
The name
Yeah.
is not
What's his
ringing a
name? McGregor. Conor
Yeah.
McGregor. That's who it was.
bell. I was thinking JSP.
Yeah.
Behind
I
Um,
mean, GSP, right?
Sorry.
That's a
No,
planner
I'll
in
say
Kitchener
it's
Green
Jay.
Shield's pigeon.
well, it could have been worse. It could have been behind the dildo.
Speaking of hyphenated names like
Yeah.
JCV, I watched a show on Amazon Prime the other day. We found out that we get Amazon Prime channels, so I went on and I started trolling it. And there's one about Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's a new series.
And leave that
And
guy
he plays
alone, man.
He plays himself.
No, it's not about
It
Jean-Claude
is
Van Damme. It's
the
about Jean.
worst show I have ever seen in my life. I couldn't get through 20 minutes.
Because
of
it's
it.
a spoof show. It's
I
not
feel the
Jean-Claude
need
Van
to
Damme.
say
It's-
that-
What's his name? Jean-Claude.
Van Damme.
Van
No,
Damme.
no.
Jean-Claude
In the
Van-
show, what's his name?
It's not. It's
not
Johnson.
Van Damme, it's-
he's Johnson.
Van Johnson or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a spoof of
I
himself.
do feel the need to say that he's not French. He's Belgian. French. There's
Well,
a big difference.
It doesn't
Belgium?
matter. If I
It's
was a
French
female
Belgium.
and I was not quite comfortable down there, I would watch that show because that's what it felt like. It was that painful. I
You
couldn't.
need a warm, wet washcloth to wash it?
Whoa.
Wow.
Ooh.
Get a
Yeah,
little sand in your vajayjay?
a little bit. Super Game 51. Coming up soon, guys. Start thinking about it. 3 days of paintball coming up May 4th, 2018. Josh and I are seriously thinking about going back to that one.
Is that the West Coast
Seriously
game?
serious.
This is the West Coast.
about
Okay.
thinking about seriously going.
Yes.
Beats Bears
Sure.
Battlestar Galactica.
The only thing that sucks about that game was the plane ride home.
I was going to say the company. Yeah, the plane ride home was painful.
Hey,
was
put up that picture again
awful.
there, Todd. It's a nice
Despite
poster.
the very nice lady I was
The one
sitting
with Joe's
beside.
face on it.
Not that one, but the other one.
This one here.
Yes.
So this is another event you guys can check out. This is happening sooner than Super Game. It's March 23rd to 25th. Make sure you guys check this out.
And
we
make sure
have-
to add the behind the
The bunker logo next time.
Yeah.
Well, we have Joe Perez there, who's the commander.
He watches the show enough.
That's right. And William Crook, who's his XO, or one of his XOs. So
He
because of those
occasionally
two
watches
guys,
the show
they
as well.
they deserve to be on the show and get promoted.
Yep.
Also, want to give a quick shout out. What up, guys? This is Ronan Apache of Fully Loaded Ronan Scenario Team in the Greater Philadelphia area. We are part of the OXCC or OX Coalition, along with the Apex Predators. A team.
Very nice.
Where a
Nice
team
logo.
you have featured a few times on the show. I wanted to give a quick shout out to one of our members from the Apex Predators named Preston, aka Maniac. He is a huge fan of the show, and I wanted to shout out and say congratulations on the birth of his firstborn.
Hi, Preston.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so very good.
Booyah.
So
That's an awesome logo.
it is
Yeah.
a good
It is.
logo, isn't it?
I have to give a
Brilliant.
shout out to Milo, who's watching before he goes to bed.
Hey,
Go to bed.
Milo,
Peace.
peace.
Very good. If nothing's going to make him go to sleep, this show certainly
Sure,
will.
yes, put him to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to
I
sleep.
use it to lull my kids to sleep.
Brigade guys, we got all of our ID
Brigade.
badges last week for our brigade, so make sure that you guys get joined in. We are now brigade members, and we want you to join our team. Sign up, you pay a nominal fee, which is like what, $20, 25 bucks,
25.
and you guys get hats, t-shirts, and a
Lanyards,
bunch of other stuff worth more than the
pouches.
$25 you spend, and you get discounts anytime you go to a game.
In fact, this hat.
That hat and that shirt. Look at that
That's-
shirt.
wow.
Like a tiger stripe. It's awesome.
I can't
Nice
see
shirt.
you.
It's the second greatest tiger stripe ever made, followed by all-terrain tiger stripe.
What about Vietnam tiger stripe?
Nope.
Nope. It's nice.
Yeah. So
All tiger stripe is secondary to all-terrain tiger stripe.
Ultra and tiger stripe.
that's a good question. What is your favorite?
Tiger stripe?
If someone sent in and said, "What's your favorite camera?" I think Tiger Stripe would probably win over the studio, wouldn't it? Seb, what's yours?
I
And
like-
don't say Joy Division.
I like the Behind the Bunker leopard print edition camo.
Yeah.
That came in thong edition only.
Dude,
No, bikini.
you
Nice.
guys.
Nice. Hey, guess what? A couple weeks from now, we're going to be heading to Washington to Paintball Extravaganza.
It doesn't have Joe's face, but it's got the back of his
Does
head.
it have the back of my head?
It
Yeah.
does. Let's go back
We're
and
all in
zoom
it.
in.
Let's go
Where is
back.
that?
Zoom in on the back of Joe's head.
Let me see.
Is that Joe's?
I don't know. That's not me. I wouldn't.
There's Josh
there.
right there.
Subi, yeah.
Actually,
Joe is to my right in the purple shirt.
Todd.
Oh, it's okay. So the back of
Oh,
Joe's
yeah.
shoulder.
There you
Okay,
go.
yeah.
That's Joe Doubtfire.
Joe Doubtfire. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, so definitely we're going to be there, and why it's important is because we're going to be talking to all the industry leaders, and we're going to be seeing all the new products and stuff for the new season, and getting sitting in on the industry state of the industry meeting. So we'll be able to give you guys some information on what's going on, and we're going to be doing a live broadcast Wednesday night from the bar floor there, literally after how much Josh drinks, and we'll be doing a broadcast.
I'm gonna try and fill my body up with rum.
So stay tuned for that. We'll get you all that. Our friend Greg Hastings. Make sure you check out his
Greg
Tour of
Hastings.
Duty 2018.
Duty.
He's now sponsored this year and helping to represent paintball to Dick's. And why that's a good thing is more people go into a Dick's Sporting Goods store each year than probably goes to any paintball fields combined. So this is a good way to get paintball into the minds of people out there. And I'm going to show you his website here real quick. So if you scroll down here, you can see that he's got all of he's got some great sponsors, including
keep that scrolling.
Behind the Bunker going
Behind
on
the
there.
bunker.
And then look at all the
How
dates
do we
that he
do that?
has
Yes.
coming down here.
Where does he
Maybe
have?
at Super Game,
Super-
Cousins
I can't
Paintball,
talk about that.
D-Day, OXCC, and then coming
OXCC.
down here, you'll see on the 29th to the 30th,
What?
he's at Flaggers Paintball.
What? Yes.
Whoa.
Huge
That's-
game.
That's a brigade game.
But that's
Is that Water
that's
Wars?
okay.
yes.
But watch,
Nice.
look at the next one that he goes to. October 1st. Greg in
Man,
studio.
really?
Holy moly.
Behind the
We're
bunker.
going to have to fumigate when he's done.
We better get security to keep all the ladies away.
So check that out, guys. Head on
Security.
over to
Security.
GregHastings.com for all the tour dates.
That's awesome.
And all that sort of stuff. And as I say, so
Greg's
here he is,
so
Cousins
awesome.
Paintball, June 2nd and 3rd. Check that out. And he'll also, he's going to be at Dreaded Legends there.
Oh, that's
and that
a
is
lovely
Behind
poster.
the Bunker approved event. So check that out. One thing I want to do, guys,
Yep.
is... So we're going to be giving away one of these tonight, guys. First person in the chat. There we go. So this is a Exalt printed behind the bunker microfiber cloth.
Whoa.
Yummy.
Exalt.
Everybody needs one of these. I'm going to give it away, and because it is an Exalt product, we're going to put this up on the screen, and the first person to answer this correctly on the live show wins that.
Whoa.
So there's a little riddle. This was posted on Facebook. Did you guys solve it when you guys did it?
It's too
This is
confusing.
the first I've seen it.
I think
really?
I solved it earlier tonight when you're looking through the images.
Matt's cheated already.
I'm not going to say anything.
Good.
More
Well, make sure you
complicated than
got
the
it
Enigma
because
machine.
we'll want to call the person out right on the show that gets it. So very cool. So thank you to Exalt for being one of our great sponsors here. But listen, more than just swabs and pads, Exalt is a way of life. Available at discerning retailers, fields, shops, and shows. Tournament ready, battle proven. Exalt Paintball.
Go ahead.
Seb, you had your hand up first.
Well, actually, I believe
Joe did, but he's being
did, but-
gracious.
I did, but I'm going to let Seb go because what Seb has to say is not only full of hot air, but it's awesome.
But
Air Ups proudly made in the USA by Mr. Brent and other peoples. It's stick welded, and frankly, it just kicks the llama's ass. So really, much like the old player, you want to get Air Ups bunker because it will lift up Jeeps. And Todd demonstrated this on YouTube, so definitely check out that video.
yeah.
It's good for
Doubles
toboggan.
as a toboggan.
But
Yeah.
we all love Brent. He makes the kick-ass products, and he posts Cool's video, and he's a
Absolutely.
sharp dresser.
How is it? That's pretty awesome, right? When you call Air Ups and you make an order, chances are you're talking to the man who makes it himself
Yeah.
from raw product with his bare hands.
Yep. I had an
That's
opportunity
pretty
to go
cool.
down and visit the production facility, and there's a great video that we took online. You can find
We
it.
all know you went down there.
But listen, he has his hand on basically every bunker that goes out of that building because he does a lot of the welding and the design work. So, chances are you've got that quality there. So in answer to the question, Matt, post up one more time while I'm chatting here. Tucker Danielson was the first to answer. He answered 11, but that is unfortunately wrong. Tom Bertrand was the second to answer, and the answer is not me, as in M-E.
Yeah, it's just poutine. Come on.
Brian Barno, someone new to the show, it seems. Guest 16. So
Yeah.
Brian Barno is the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. We're going to have to get Brian Barno.
We're going to have
send
a
him out prize
conversation
package.
about this when the
Barno.
show's over.
Yeah, fixed. Brian, send me an email. I want your mailing address. I'll send you out a couple of microfibers and some stickers and some stuff.
Stop right
Can
there.
we collaborate and listen?
Work that through for me.
All right.
Here's your math.
So that's
For you?
10. Watermelon is 10.
Yep.
Hot dogs are 4.
Yep.
Popsicle is 2. So
Hard no.
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
minus 2
Oh, 4
equals
minus
2.
2. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so popsicle
Hard
equals 2
screw up.
plus 10 plus 4 is 16.
Okay.
Okay. See how quick he gives up when he knows he's wrong.
No, I just wanted to make sure you knew what you're doing. You just copied it from somewhere.
There's no anti-dentite.
Yeah, for sure. Oh boy.
Back to what I wanted to say.
Oh, sorry. Brian says he wants to give it up to the next person in line that answered that. So
What?
if that's the case,
What a stand-up guy.
that will go to Dan McClellan. Dan McClellan gets one
Nice.
instead, so that's fine. But Brian, send me your mailing address. We should get you some BTB swag
We
out there.
should.
Yeah, for sure.
More than
I
just the
believe-
stuff we left in the trash can when we were at your...
I believe Joe has something to say
it's
here.
pretty. It's sort of important.
Okay.
We talk about Greg Hastings is sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. So
We do?
yes.
Oh.
We were just talking about it. So I went on to Dick's
I missed
Sporting
that.
Goods Facebook page, and they have 5,365,988 people like their
That's
page.
it?
Holy moly.
That's more than every paintball manufacturer and every paintball facility has. So if we could get Dick's to promote a little bit of paintball to their Facebook followers, that is a great way of getting paintball out to the masses. That is almost like Russian trolls for an election.
You do have a good point, though, Joe.
Thank you, Seb.
Okay, so Greg Hastings on his awesome tour of duty, okay?
Duty.
It's great. And sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yes.
Is anybody else paying attention to the chat? The Hidden Hedgehog? See you guys soon in Canada?
The hidden.
He's coming back to the colonies.
He's coming back. He liked playing at Flag Raiders so much. He's going to come back in the summer, and maybe they're going to do a Alabaster Slim Slam Flim Flam Day again.
Awesome.
True.
I want to be in one of his videos getting shot.
Yeah, I think it's more like the what do you call that effect when you become a prisoner and then you start sympathizing or empathizing? Stockholm
Stockholm
the
syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. We had him locked in
also
our
the
live
capital of
studio here
Sweden.
last time he was here for so long that he felt. I think he just feels guilty and wants to come back and make sure we're happy.
That's true.
It also
Oh.
helps that we only fed him Canadian whiskey and popsicles.
That's
And
true.
maple syrup.
What's wrong with that?
Did
No,
you
that
s-
was in the IV drip.
Oh,
nipple syrup? I don't know where you get nipple syrup from, but I don't
here.
want any part of that from.
yeah, he's Zuby's got it.
Homegrown Canadian nipples.
I thought
So-
we were,
syrup.
So why don't we move on, guys? We have a couple things more to get to on the show
You
tonight.
tried this?
no, but I'll try it
Try the
now.
nipple syrup.
Even though Gavin's not in the show tonight, we can get to mail time. And Seb, I also want to present this to you. Eric Engler sent us these at Christmas while you're
Oh.
reaching for an alcoholic beverage.
Oh,
There's no alcohol in there.
God
is there?
bless his heart.
No, but
Oh.
I was admiring Joe's setup on his laptop actually, and thank you very much. It's brilliant. It's gold.
gold, Jerry.
It's gold, Jerry.
It is quite an honor, and I've done my best to live up to
It
mine.
brings tears to his baguette.
Is that a baguette in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
His baguette stands up on its own on the table. So, mail time, guys. Gavin is not here, but I do have a couple questions that got sent in today. Matt, come over to my computer for a second. On Instagram, SAS Meltdown says, what is everyone's winter activity when most of the paintball fields are closed? It's actually a really good question. Now, typically speaking, in our area, we do have indoor paintball, and because we do have such a heavy winter season, there's a lot of indoor paintball for people in our area.
Get it? Because it's wet and heavy?
But Seb, Joe, Matt, Zuby, what are your sort of off paintball hobbies that keep you going during the winter?
Drinking.
Joe, you're a
Yeah.
ski hill kind of guy.
Lot of
I
drinking.
ski and stuff. I'm actually a ski instructor at a local hill that I work there part time.
Oh,
He's
I did not know
actually
that.
not.
That's cool.
He's a ski bunny. He hangs around the lodge in his dainties and
In my
It's
in
actually
my,
a little
in my,
known-
in my UGG boots.
tries to-
It's a
tries
little
to
known fact that Joe, that's the reason why Joe likes Red Dawn so much. It's not because it's like a war movie and it's like kind of closer related to paintball. It's actually just all about the skiing.
Okay, I will be honest.
And
with
there
you.
isn't even any skiing in that
Last
movie.
Sunday, Joe could be found at the ski chalet in Lululemon pants and his UGG boots,
Yep.
trying to pick up the ski instructor. So
Yeah,
Why?
that's me.
Why isn't there pictures of that? I'd pay to see that.
I just threw up a little in my mouth.
Ew. Here, let me help you.
Hard no.
Yeah. Oh wow. All right, come over to Mike. So yeah, we already did that. So
Joe
Joe
shows
does.
350 and we're this creepy.
No kidding.
Where are we going to be 100 more from now?
In jail.
Seb, what do you do on your
Yeah,
off
actually, that's
hours?
right.
Speaking
Good
of
point.
creepy and Seb, I enjoy watching midget porn.
Is that what those 7 terabytes in your computer are for?
Yes,
Sean
Nice.
Riddle said I'm qualified to be the Prime Minister of Canada.
you bet.
I do.
You're-
I do
Sean,
more
compared to the
selfies.
current one, you're overqualified.
yes.
Zuby, what do you find yourself doing as your secondary hobby?
I play a sad amount of hockey.
And eat bacon. Don't lie.
I eat a lot of bacon.
I know you on the bench. I've seen you.
And through my own heritage, potatoes.
We have an employee, I'm not going to say his name, that works for us, and he enjoys bacon so much that he goes to Tim Hortons in the morning, and amongst his supersized coffee he gets a cup full of bacon. So he orders, I don't know how many, if it's 1, 2, or 3 sides of bacon.
Some heroes don't wear capes; they just work at the Flag Raiders indoor.
Yeah. But it's a great idea. You walk in there in the morning and all you smell is bacon, and it's like,
They make an alarm clock that slowly cooks bacon to wake you up. That's
Do
no
they
joke.
really?
Yeah, it's
How do
on
I not know?
Amazon.
How do I not know?
It's on Amazon. It's a bacon toaster.
how do
Is
you
it on-
not have
we
a good
dunked
day?
it.
Is it on Prime? Can I have
My
it here by
son
tomorrow
Parker
morning?
has a sandwich maker. Every morning he's been getting up in the morning. He makes himself. He puts an English muffin down. Then he breaks an egg on top of this little sandwich maker. And then he puts a sausage in, and then a bun on top, and it cooks for. He sets a timer with Alexa, 6
I
minutes,
have-
please. And in 6 minutes,
I
he
have one
has
of those too.
a sandwich.
I call her my wife.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I hope she's not
somewhere
watching.
at
Wow.
home.
Middlebrow, real
Wow,
Facebook just got slammed shut.
couch.
No, in all seriousness, we have those for breakfast quite often as well.
Yeah, it's a Proctor Silex little gizmo.
But we don't.
How about you, Todd?
I eat 3, so I don't have time to sit there. And
With our indoor
Slide
field, I
trays
work
out.
so much. I don't really have a second hobby, but I
Come on
do.
now.
We
Oh,
do
that
play
wasn't a joke?
paintball on the off season, so that's kind of what I do.
You ski.
I do ski. I try to shoot real guns, but with how expensive the ammo is and trying to
I
find a
told
hard
you, you
time,
need to
we
start
don't really-
reloading.
You're not going to talk about your knitting.
Well, that's it's not knitting. It's called crochet.
Oh, crocheting.
yeah,
Sorry.
anybody can knit, but when you crochet, it's
sport like knitting.
yeah.
I know. I'm serious. You have to reload.
I know, and the thing is, but here's
It's
the thing.
okay. It's an upfront investment, but really, it saves
No, it's
you
not
a
the
fortune.
investment. I don't care about the investment per se. It's okay if you only have limited time every week to go to the range, even if you
It
get a
does
chance
not
to.
take that long to load like 100 rounds.
Okay, but if I have an hour to load the 100 rounds, I'd rather take that hour and drive to the range and blast off 100 rounds. I don't know. Whatever. That's a
So you don't even have to
conversation
drive
for
to the
another
range to
time.
blast off 100 rounds.
So does Ron Jeremy.
Wow.
All right, next question here. This one comes from
He goes to Studio B.
Emmanuel Gonzalez.
I can't find this bacon.
He says, "Hey guys, how's it going? Just a quick question, if it's okay. How much should a manager of a paintball field get paid to run the field?" That's a good question, but I'll tell you something, and I don't want to burst your bubble. But if you're looking for a decent salary, working in the paintball industry is probably not the best because it's so highly competitive, and a lot of people don't make it into a tangible business. You're not really going to find a good salary. If you are a manager and you are working at a local field, the question is not so much how much should they be paying you, but how much money are you helping to bring them in?
yeah, wrong mindset towards that. How valuable are you as an employee?
Yeah.
How
You know,
valuable are you as a manager? What
look
do you
at-
bring from the table?
Absolutely.
That counts more than what
Yeah.
someone should just
Are
base
you
pay.
making the field more money by being there managing? Are you taking customer service up? Are you encouraging upsells? Are you,
Yep.
yeah?
Not
Sam,
only that,
Jeff?
is how do you take care of the staff that you're charged of?
Yeah.
Are you a boss or are you a leader? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you fall on that
Lead,
scale
learn,
of how well you manage?
encourage, grow.
Someone's been to a seminar.
Yeah.
It's pronounced seminar.
That's actually a seminar.
Seminar.
It's seminar.
Seminar. God, I'm on fire.
Yeah. Why did we answer this question seriously?
Sean Riddle asked answers the question with at least $14 an hour. Yes.
That's funny.
well, in Canada.
Yeah, in Ontario, the new minimum wage is $14 an hour, whether you're a slow-moving millennial or a fast-moving guy working your butt off, and you start your wage, you get at least $14 an hour.
Very true.
But
Yeah.
a house costs $450,000, so you might as well move back to Indiana.
Oh,
and get paid
BS. You can get houses for less than that.
Okay, how much?
Not a
I guess you
shack,
can.
maybe.
But typically, the lowest going right now is $230.
Oh,
You can find
here.
houses for $230. A decent house.
For a dilapidated
Around here?
townhouse.
No, a decent house.
What kind of? Oh, sorry. What kind of house?
Dilapidated.
Okay. A dilapidated.
I know what you meant.
I know.
Audio.
Tabernacle. That was really good.
All right, Richie Santos, a longtime viewer of the show, says, "Does CO2 work better for Titmans with RTs, response triggers, versus compressed air?" That's actually a really good question, and I'll let you guys take that first before I chime in. Joe, what do you think?
CO2 traditionally has a higher output from the tank to the gun, so an RT works. But you can change the shim stack on your regulator and get a higher output on your reg, and your paintball marker will shoot fine.
Shim stack, baby.
Shim stack.
Yes,
Shim stack.
Was I the only one
Rock
thinking about that? Obviously,
No, it's the B-52s talked about shim stack long before shim stack was a thing.
Yeah, Joe's right. CO2 definitely has a higher output pressure, but for it to work properly, it should work on compressed air. It was designed to work on both. You're going to get better, more consistent shots on compressed air. And if it's not working on compressed air, you need to look at, obviously, your shim stack, make sure the gun's working properly. But ideally, you want it actually working on the high pressure air, because then you'll have more consistency in your shots, more accuracy, more... Less liquid, yeah. So,
we're not going to talk about barrel or anything at all. No, just going to skip. Okay.
Well, this is the mechanics of the RT. He also goes on to say about the e-grips. Electronic grip should be compressed air only. It should be, but with the Tippmann A5 or the Tippmann, any of the Tippmann products, because they are the electronics are in the grip, not in the mechanics or the internals of the gun. You can shoot CO2 or whatever you want through, because the electronics are just an assist within the grip.
Now, are you talking about the little birds that eat out of alligators' teeth, egrets or e-grips?
Both, actually. E-grits don't do well with CO2.
It'd be kind of cruel to put an egret inside your marker.
It might.
Yeah. Next up on Darwin's Corner, we have another question from
Mutual of
Eric.
Wild's Kingdom.
Eric Alexander says, "Can you show us your auto mags?" No, because I only shoot autocockers.
Autococker.
Those.
Those guys.
What's that sound by?
You ready?
You
ready? You ready?
Thank you.
Smells like bullshit.
Yeah. All right. Well, when we get Bud Orr on the show, you guys can talk about your love of autocockers at that point.
Yeah, all right.
There you
Or
go.
OLED boards.
John
Then
Jones.
Tom Kale come on the show and it'll melt.
That's right. I would like to have him and Bud Orr and Tom.
I will bring
on
in
the
some
show.
auto mags progressively, one for each show for the next little while.
Nice. So strap in for the next 25 shows. John Jones asks, "Is mech the future of paintball?"
It is the past, the future, and the present, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm so
It's not
confused.
going away.
Why?
How can it all be past?
Because
Present and
those
future.
that know mechanical will always be. I don't think you're ever going to get rid of the autocockers.
Autococker
I don't
and
think you're-
autococker.
Yeah. Even the TMC.
Or automag,
TMC
automag.
right
Tippmann
now.
TMC is hot.
There are probably more TMC guns on the market
There's
than any other mag-fed marker out there.
I bet there's over 16
You're going to
18
butt hurt some people by saying
Actually,
stuff
there's-
like that.
The last batch we got are 16 or 18,000. That's a lot of sequential serial number, because the first batch we got were there was like 89s and 69s. Now we're like 16 or 18,000.
I have 86.
I'm not saying
think-
TMCs are
Or 88.
outnumbering every other mag-fed gun. All I'm saying is if you take every mag-fed gun as a
The only one I don't think is outnumbering is the TIPX.
I will
See
stand
what I did
corrected
there?
on that, and I will
Dusty
say,
Research Department. Dusty.
yeah, I will say
If
that.
you include the TPX sales as well in that, you might...
Just in time for hearing the autococker soundbite. Simon Stevens, nice to see you in the chat. Wolf, nice to
Autococker.
see from you as well, sir.
I have
studio.
Because of Simon's video, I have an apology package I've been putting together for him for extravaganza.
Did you hang up on him or something?
No, I skipped an event and he said I was dead to him.
I know he likes maple syrup.
Trying to make up for it.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like maple syrup?
Well, you
Becky.
know,
She likes table syrup.
Sean Riddle in the chat
Why?
says his TMC serial number is 777.
Did you never take her to Sapfest in Elmira?
Jesse
No,
Walker
'cause
says
it's
he
a
has
zoo.
number 27.
That's pretty low.
That's
wow,
fantastic.
27.
Well done, Jesse Walker. Simon Stevens is putting out a plea. He says, "We are currently out of maple syrup."
Simon, we will bring you some maple syrup to extravaganza.
You know what, Simon? There's an event that goes on here. I was just talking about it with Seb. I call it Heaven. Some others call it the Elmira Maple Syrup Festival. It's literally a festival celebrating maple syrup.
It's a
You
diabetic
get
nightmare.
diabetes in the air.
Diabetes.
It floats around. It just,
Walter
everything's covered
Brimley
in
just
sap.
speaks
It's
to you
awesome.
in as your third person.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Wolf in the chat says, "Enjoying the snow."
Stop lying.
It's snowing?
But the thing is, I got
snowing.
excited. I thought he says enjoying the show, but no, he's enjoying the snow tonight. So
Oh.
if you guys are watching the show, it's probably not as good as the snow outside. Nice to have you, though, Wolf. We'll have to get you on the show one of these days.
He's a nice, energetic young fellow.
Eric Engler currently says there's 1 gallon of Vermont maple syrup in his house. What are you, some sort of dealer? Whoa. What are you, cutting it?
He's like
Liquid
Putting it in
gold,
small
Jerry.
baggies
Liquid
and selling
gold.
it to your...
I like how he says Vermont maple syrup as if that's a thing.
Vermont maple syrup is
No, it's what it is it
It's
anything
dribble.
that's like from south of the Canada
No, no,
America
no.
border.
Yeah.
Everything
It's
that
just
gets,
known as kind of maple syrup.
it gets stolen in Quebec and they ship it to Vermont because it's 20 minutes away. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
Same thing with Christmas trees, actually.
There's a fact for you. Most valuable heist ever made in Canada was what?
It's-
maple
Oh, the
A
syrup.
maple
tanker
syrup.
truck of maple
no.
syrup.
A
What
whole
is it?
warehouse.
Yeah,
800
whole
barrels.
And what is it? $22 a liter. Is it not or something like that?
Yeah.
Which is
I
like
believe
what?
that.
$88 a gallon?
More expensive than a tanker of gas. Yeah, absolutely. Here's
By
a question.
far.
If you guys are truly Canadian, who can tell me the ratio of sap to syrup?
50 to 1.
I can.
It depends on what you're
50 to
talking
1.
about. Is it dark maple syrup or light maple syrup
Let's
or
be
medium?
generic.
50. It's 50.
No.
There's no such thing as generic. There's dark, golden,
right.
and light.
It's
It
for-
is 40,
it's 40 to 1.
40 is the general, but you're right.
Golden. For golden is 40.
But it's also Josh, medium light and dark maple syrup has not as much to do with the amount of sap that they burn off. It is the time of year. If you have an early sap season,
No, it doesn't
then
have
you
anything to
get-
do with the season. It has to do with how cold it gets at night and how
Okay, there's
warm it
gonna
gets
be a
during the
fight.
day.
Okay, there's going to be a fight.
It
but
goes
that's
by the
okay,
flow that
but-
goes through the tree.
But I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying like if you have an early season, then the weather's different. That's my point. We're both right, but I'm more. So it has to do with.
You're more right. You're more right. here.
There is something.
Welcome to the
in the-
most Canadian show on podcast.
There is something that pretty cool coming out of Quebec right now, which is cedar tree sap. The ratio is 72 to 1. So
I got some I put in my
for-
beard every morning.
for little 450 glass bottle, which is alcohol, by the way. The bottle is like $200.
There's cedar tree booze.
It's cedar tree booze.
You better not be lying to me.
But people are cooking with that stuff. They're cooking like
Wow.
like
What a
one of
waste
the
of
most
booze.
expensive
Yeah.
table
Cedar
you can
tree
get.
poutine.
No, you gotta drink.
oh, is
that.
this like pine nuts when Dr.
It's
Oz
like-
said that and everyone went nuts for pine nuts?
It's no coffee enema, but
David Navarro
Drink
did
it
that.
after.
Tell me that's not a thing.
no.
Yeah, it is.
actually,
David Navarro did that on
Gwyneth
TV.
Paltrow is really pushing coffee enemas.
Yeah.
Get the fire truck out of here.
I just read headlines. I don't read the articles.
Welcome to the
Who does?
Okay, so I was at the supplement store the other day. You know what they have now? Coffee creamer pre-workout.
Yeah.
What?
This pre-workout powder that you mix that doubles as coffee cream.
Oh,
Jesus.
did you know?
No,
If you,
I saw him on the way to the gym.
did you know if you throw Coffee Mate on a fire?
Was he
it-
doing your lawn?
Yeah, make
Yeah.
poofs.
yeah,
No, that's hazy.
I like that.
Don't tell Trump.
Oh boy, oh boy. All right,
So
we
where
just
were we?
riffed for 25 minutes on maple syrup.
Doesn't get any better than that.
All right, let's get off the
Hey?
let's get
Hey?
off the maple
What?
syrup.
It's not all about, eh?
Yeah. Well, okay. We'll change subject. No more
Hard
maple
no.
syrup. Brandon Decker in the chat says, "If I were to build a maple syrup shack, should I make it out of a tin roof or should?" No, I'm just kidding.
Tin roof. Quality tin roof.
Brandon
Ask the
Decker
Mennonites.
in the chat says, "As an event producer, I want to know what is the key to recruiting good commanders for your event. What's the secrets that you guys can share?"
Girls.
Offer poutine with maple syrup on it.
Yeah, commanders are one of the hardest things because
Mm.
you want somebody that has experience, but in order to get experience, you almost have to develop your own. You know, like if you're an event organizer, find some guys that are good guys that have some potential and develop them and promote
Good
them.
fellas.
You know, there's only a handful of guys out there that can actually do it. You know, Wolf's in the chat, so I'm gonna plead to him for a second here. But when you get a guy like Wolf who's done it so often, it's that experience, right? And there's only so many guys out there that have that experience and that know-how. So why don't grab a couple of guys that are local to you and build them up and start teaching them the ways of how to do that, and start bringing them around and promoting them, because there's only so many guys out there that are actually really good at doing it. Similar to Joe at your field, you use a couple of local guys.
No, but he's looking right at me.
No, but Josh and Gavin have generaled most of the games at Flaggers and have done so for years, because not only are they great at it, they work well as a team.
And they know the field.
They know the field, but it makes the customers' game so much better and their experience so much better because they
It's a free
they
poutine.
understand. You know, they
Come on.
they
That's
know,
exactly why I'm there.
you know.
It's a free poutine.
But they can waltz in the morning,
Which I have yet to
have a
get.
quick rundown, and they get it right. And there, Wolf
Oh,
says we
in-
need to groom the next generation
team.
of leaders, and that's the thing. Like you need to kind of get some guys new.
Sean Riddle says pick someone with thick skin.
That's right. Yeah, preferably like a potato sack skin, something that's like really.
Is that
thick.
why Sean runs around in the field telling me I'm thick?
No,
Or is that that's different?
that's a different reason.
oh, okay.
So yeah, that would be. Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be.
you want a leader, someone that's going to make people's experience on the field genuinely
Memorable.
good.
Yeah.
And
What you
memorable,
want to
yeah.
do is get someone, if you're thinking of becoming a commander, try something easy, like go up against someone like Eric Engler's in the chat right now. Go up against Eric Engler or William Madfrog Cook, who never generals a game, and let them bat you around for a while. No, but it is true. You do need to get a couple of guys out there, and we are short some really good commanders out there. Good commanders are all about recruiting, says Keith Kaminsky.
Yeah, they do a lot of that in the States, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Where they recruit local teams and teams from out of town to come. More often than not, when we hold games up here, teams will sign up, and Joe, in his expert game creativeness, will actually pick and separate teams so things are as even throughout the day as possible. So we do things slightly different up here, which I know I like the experience behind that, but
George Hay says Exos are the future generals. Sean in the chat says I broke Terry. Josh, I can break you.
how did he break Terry?
Rogue Agent. We'll explain it later.
And Rampage Richie Santos says teach them
Rogue
young
Agent, that was a while
and
ago,
let
wasn't
them
it?
lead the way.
2005.
Show them all the beauty they have inside.
That sounds very dirty.
Yeah,
It's also a Whitney Houston song. Thank you very much.
hovering, but
Oh, so
I was
it's
never going to guess that.
so it's as
Really?
dirty as I
Seriously?
thought it was.
I'm sorry I don't know my divas. It's
Why do you know Whitney Houston songs?
Because it was a Simpsons reference. Whatever. It's
Calling BS on that one.
What season?
Children. Why won't we think of the children? Same
Oh,
episode.
really?
Yeah, with
Oh.
Reverend Lovejoy's
Reverend?
wife.
Helen?
Helen, thank you.
who's French now?
Bazinga.
Yeah.
Touche, as Joe would say.
Okay,
Touche.
last
Touche.
question we'll get to tonight. KCCO _ IBC on Instagram asks, favorite stock marker, owned or not? Stock marker, owned or not? I'm gonna bow out real quick with an easy one. Then I'm gonna think about it. But a stock autococker back from the day, 2K4.
2K4, yeah.
Yep.
I like my I like the resurrection more than I like
Sorry,
stock.
when they say
2K4
stock, are they
cockers.
talking out of the box or are they talking like PGP2?
I'm thinking stock class, so maybe I'm wrong on this, but I'm thinking,
thinking
like
out of the
old
box.
stock
I'm
guns.
thinking stock as in
Like-
fresh out of the box.
Yeah,
no
Yeah,
matter what.
yeah. Out of the box
Not,
is
not
fair.
stock
But,
class.
okay, but let's not talk.
Not a whole lot of people know what stock class is.
I guess, but I'm thinking like stock class right now. Then right out of the box, I'll take a top of the line Planet Eclipse gun because out of the box they're fantastic. I guess I'm thinking like more older school guns.
Yeah, I think stock
'Cause
gun.
I guess I'm thinking stock class. So that would be what pre 2K6.
You could turn
2K8.
anything into stock class. That takes CO2. You just need
You're
to
talking
program it
stock
after.
class like Grey Ghost.
Yeah, I was even thinking shoot. I didn't say KP3, but on the same token, if you gave me a great KP3 and an autococker,
But
with
KP3
today's
was
paint,
never
I'd
stock
still
class.
have to shoot.
No, the KP2
KP3 had a
was-
CO2 tank. Stock
the
class was
original
12 grand.
KP3s had the 12 grams.
They're actually just
That
called
was a
KP.
KP.
Oh yeah,
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a
you're right.
KP3 though.
Sheridan rifle.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I still think but then an autococker then wouldn't traditionally be.
No, and autocockers were in stock class.
Yeah.
You had to make them stock class.
All
It
right,
became
so-
stock class.
I
I
thought-
thought,
we
I thought
can't
you meant
answer
your
we
question.
don't know. We're not. We need
Phantoms. Sterling made some really cool stock
Yeah.
class.
We
cubes.
need you to write us again and specify the stock because clearly
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Gavin could could mediate this like Jean-Luc Picard, like there's no tomorrow right now.
Speaking
But-
of Jean-Luc Picard, have you seen the zip-up hoodies that look like the ensign outfits?
No.
I'll have to show it to you. Planet Eclipse, guys, speaking of which,
think
creators
you
of
meant later.
incredible tournament paintball markers, soft goods, and gear. They have the most winningest paintball markers in paintball. Check them out, guys, at planeteclipse.com for all of your paintball needs. Not only do they have paintball guns, but they have soft goods as well, so check that out. And if you're not into speedball, they also have some tournament guns, including...
And if you get
check
the
out their
hoodie,
kits that turn the Etha into some Milsim type of markers. It's fantastic. Had a chance to play with one of those. That's pretty cool. Then you can put all your widgets and stuff on all your Picatinny rails and put your scopes on. That's pretty awesome too. Moving on, guys. I'm going to end the questions. You guys good with that? Do you have anything else?
Yeah, we're good.
Yes.
All right.
It's garbage night.
We have 10 minutes left. I have
It
prices
is
right to
garbage
get
night.
to.
It's recycling
I also
night, isn't
have
it?
goggles to get to that I wanted to
I don't
get
think it's
to as
garbage
well.
or no, is it?
It's garbage night.
Is it garbage night?
Or is it just recycling tonight?
I think
The
it's
show's
just
only been
recycling.
on Mondays for the last
I have
5
an
years.
app, I have
Josh.
an app on my
We
phone.
alternate garbage and yard waste
Recycling.
and recycling
Yeah.
in this
Sorry, Joe.
here Fair City.
Sorry, Joe.
By the way, guys, make sure you hit that like and share button tonight. Let people know that we are on
Oh,
the
it's garbage
air right
pickup
now.
tomorrow.
It's garbage.
Yeah. All right, where are we now?
Why don't
So-
you have the app?
It is the app.
No, that's the app.
They have a garbage pickup night
my
It's the
app.
garbage night app.
Okay, so for those of you that listen every week, Joe has to leave on time to get his garbage out before bedtime tonight or before bed. So this is a fixation now. Not only is it a fixation, but they have apps on their phone.
No jokes.
Joe,
No
has to
jokes.
get, Joe has to get the garbage out before the ambient kicks in or the garbage guy gets pissy.
The ambient. Listen to you.
I
Oh,
want to watch the
Christ.
Brave tonight.
What's the Brave?
It's like a show about like Navy SEAls, but it's cool. It's all right.
Oh, it's not about a
bad.
prepubescent red-haired queen?
No.
Oh.
Is it like the land of the brave? Home of the free?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Why are they talking about like Aboriginals?
Why do you guys got to be like that?
I don't have cable.
What's
I have
your-
to, I have
Somebody
to watch
keeps breathing in
television
the mic
shows
with their nose.
vicariously through you.
And what's your what's that? Merida? Merlita?
what the heck are you talking
You're talking
about?
Brave, the show. I'm trying to think of what the princess's name is from Merida.
That's
from Brave.
Braveheart.
No, the
No,
Disney
Brave,
show
the
Brave.
Disney movie.
It's
This should be good.
Merida.
Oh, I
is the
never
No,
girl.
it's not Merida.
Well, what is it? Merida?
Meredith.
No.
Meredith.
Meredith, that was Fraser Crane's
No,
ex-wife.
the name ends with an A.
No, that was
Ends in an A. Okay.
what's her name?
We'll get to that after the show. If anyone knows what the Brave princess name is from Disney, it ends in an A. I guarantee it's Merida or something like that. Josh is Googling it right now, and he's not going to tell me if I'm right.
Merida.
There I go.
You said Meridia.
Whatever. The 100th Meridia.
That's the Meridian.
So why don't we go
100th
through this real quick, Joe? We
Meridian.
won't get to them all, but why don't we asked you guys to show us some of your goggles. You guys sent in hundreds of them. We chose the top 50 for tonight, which we won't get to 50 tonight, and I have another 50 for next week if we want to get
I
to
sent
that.
in mine. It just
That's
had a
awesome.
But
reflection
let's
of
go
me
through the
giving Todd
first
the
couple
finger.
real quick here as well, because some of these are pretty cool.
This is Scott Hayes. He's got a perforated aluminum bottom. He's been wearing them for 7 years now. That would not meet ASTM standards.
No.
There he is again.
But look at the gun that he's
He's even
shooting.
got it
Look at
tattooed on his
shirt,
arm.
and That's awesome.
Okay, hold on a second. What he has on the front here, is this the same fellow that sent in that?
Yes.
Okay, but
It
also,
still is.
I just noticed this as well. Look at his tattoo.
We even talked about it when he sent that in originally.
The tattoo?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
pretty awesome.
Well, it's new to me.
Then
He's getting really
same
old.
guy.
Really
This
fast.
is Jacob Burton, respecting the classics man.
Nice, absolutely, JT.
Good job, man.
Very nice.
And
Mank.
speaking of which,
This comes
Nice.
from Jorad Harris.
We've seen this
Oh.
before,
It's
but I
a
want that strap.
Rich
Yeah.
Light
Okay.
Flex. Very nice.
but Matt, that's all well and good, but what about this?
This one comes to us from Ian Ross. I was
Where'd you
Rick
get that
for Rick
headband?
and Morty themed event.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
What the
pretty
heck
cool.
is Rick and Morty?
Oh, it's a great show. You
Yeah.
should sit down and watch it.
It's like an adult Back to the Future comic.
It's
Is it on
really good.
Netflix?
No,
I don't get it.
unfortunately.
What
No,
is it on?
YouTube
Because
it.
I've
Torrent.
seen it. Yeah, I was going to
There's
say.
just
Torrent.
pirate it. You'll be happy.
I can't. Pirate Bay got shut down.
Just pirate.
No, they're
No,
still on.
stream.
Are they?
Okay, what's the next one?
We need to talk about that after the show.
Yeah.
This one is
this one here.
Emily Davis with the
Oh,
Push
cool.
Unite, the best chin strap
Zoom?
available.
Zoom?
I have
Zoom in.
to. I have
Look
to
at
say,
that.
I am very.
Zoom?
It's very elegant.
Zoom? More?
Where am I zooming?
Her chin strap. I don't know.
Very nice.
never
I don't think
seen
I've
any of
ever
those
seen
goggles
that.
in
Those are
person.
push goggles.
Push,
We
yeah.
saw them at
Oh, those are
World
the
Cup.
brand new ones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the push.
Yeah, okay.
They're
Yeah.
pretty nice.
They're not as new as the Angel Eyes, but they are. They are
I've
pretty
heard
cool.
good things
A
of
jerk.
Angel Eyes.
Yeah. So, was it you that was telling me that you saw a picture? You thought they were coming out again?
No, there was someone who had some
On
of the
Reddit.
Original, like a first edition run, and they were selling it.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
How much did it sell for? do
Oh,
you
I
remember?
don't know.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Doesn't Simon have a pair?
I think
He
so.
does. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is
Not very large, his wife says.
Glenn Maher Treader.
Sorry,
Wow.
This is a
Sorry, Simon.
JT full
Wow.
Flex 8 full helmet in camo with amber thermal lens.
Speaking of full helmet,
There
looks,
you go.
but you can tell that he plays paintball. Good for him. And can you tell me the marker that's at the background?
TMC,
Yeah.
you know me.
What?
This comes Michael Holt.
Cool.
Little bit of
Steampunk.
steampunk.
Oh, I was waiting for Joe to say it. I was waiting for him to skip right over it and not say steampunk, and I was
Okay.
going to yell at him.
I said steampunk. I had it on the tip
I know,
of my
I know.
tongue.
Okay.
Uh,
Can we pause for a second? Look what Simon Stevens put in the chat.
Yes.
To what
Yeah.
question? To what cause?
And first of all, can I also point out, if I would have said steampunk, you guys would all railroaded me on that. But Joe says, "Oh, it's steampunk." Oh, yeah, okay.
I railroad Joe all the time when he says steampunk, and it's not.
All right, next one.
This is Nathan Dunn. New robot costume. Still working on it.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Holy
That
moly.
is not how you talk.
No, it
Post-apocalyptic.
is not.
Wow.
Nathan Dunn again. He done
Dentist.
good.
He
we are
done
bush.
again.
We are bush pigs in Australia.
He's got a booger in his nose. Is
and bush balling forever.
Very good.
This is the next one. Is
that what everybody's teeth look like in Australia?
No,
yes, they
British.
do.
That's England.
That's England.
From London.
By the way, I borrowed the book of Great Big Book of British Smiles. You can have it back.
Oh my
Made
god.
my children cry.
Oh my god.
Now that was a Simpsons.
Wow.
Jay Cops.
That's cool.
It's a lot of effort there.
It's from. He wears those to paintball raves.
Matthew Stone got the big book of British teeth too. Good for you.
Nathan Dunn. Love
He's missing a
Reffin
tooth.
Super Sevens.
That's very cool.
Michael Holt again.
Hey, steampunk.
I'll give you something.
This
steampunk.
is Connie Stammel.
nice
Whoa.
clean
High five.
lines.
Yeah,
there.
that's
Look at that.
styling and profiling.
I4 maybe.
Yeah.
They almost look like they're see-through.
Another
Tanner
I4s.
Tanner Gravely.
Looks like he's done a little custom work on those.
Yes.
Looks like he's got a little Vaseline on his lens. Thank you, Seb.
Torin Lowe.
Very nice.
Nice.
Geo3?
Camo too.
Yeah, looks like.
Mark
Etha?
Carasquillo.
No, those are
Cheers.
guys.
No, I'm talking about the gun, man.
He must be really good at wiping. Look how clean he is.
Yes.
Be quiet, you.
Joseph
Said he got a little on
Wabigan
that.
EVS, same layout on the other side.
Okay.
Looks good. Customized, modified, tricked out.
Well, I would hope it wouldn't be
Leighton
asymmetrical.
Gilbert. Custom Hydro Drip Dye
that's a lot of
i5s.
bags.
Look at that.
Those are tubes, Matt. Those are tubes.
Tibbs.
Yeah, tubes.
Speaking of which,
Tubular.
we'll talk about it next week
Now,
when I
there's
get an
stock class for
opportunity.
you.
But look at the bottom here, Showdown Media. Make sure you guys go check that out. Do a search for it. We'll show up the link next week.
Oh, no.
New
Hang
photographer
on a second.
on the scene. You should check out.
How big are those tires?
Yeah. Those like aircraft tires?
Are they hyperball tires?
Are you talking about a spare tire?
Probably airplane or
No, but like
No.
think about it. Think about how thick that tire was.
I bet you those.
And what
are,
tire like that has treads on it?
Yeah.
Those are
I was going to say they
inflatables.
could be agriculture for those ones, those tires that are
Yeah, maybe.
for going through big crops and stuff. But aren't they more roundish?
They're bog tires. Those are them. They're bog tires.
Ah,
Going through them bogs.
For your Civic?
them there bogs.
Them- Okay, next one is Brandon Smith.
Sunfire
Vios all the way.
Grand Prix.
He's virtue.
I miss my son's car.
Eon Nels profiler all day.
No.
Gary,
Oh,
Gary,
this guy definitely went through the
Gary
gauntlet.
Doucette, love my i5s.
No, you don't.
All right, yeah.
That's cool.
Lee Duncan, this is actually a fan. There's actually a fan built
Steampunk.
under the respirator on the left side.
That's a good
It's got
idea.
a fan. That's a good idea.
That is a really good
That's
idea.
more post-apocalyptic than steampunk.
Yeah, it's more,
Mad Max
Water Wars. This is Anthony Mesky. I only wear it during the final battles or Mad Max inspired scenarios.
This has inspired me to alter my mask.
Matthew Stone thinks they're industrial super truck tires.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh,
Donnie McFarlane, my son and I have
Maybe.
wicked beards thanks to J Cup.
What are they from, Boston?
wicked ass beards.
By the way, Matthew Stone, thank you for posting in the
Don't
chat.
forget khakis.
I need to get a hold of you this week, sir.
Awesome.
There we go.
This is John Jones, perfect for Woodland, along with.
Oh, I thought it was
HG
William
Camo.
Dafoe.
That's a brilliant picture.
Radio photography.
Oh, no, that's,
killed the radio.
Nicolas Cage, not William
No,
Dafoe.
it's from
No,
Platoon.
This was
No,
a,
that's from The Rock. Nicolas Cage.
No, that's from Platoon.
Oh, that's William Dafoe,
No,
and
this-
he's got ARs in his
okay.
hand.
You guys are wrong. This is a big game. That's theme was Streetcar Named Desire. Stella.
What's it that?
Why'd you have to go and ruin that?
Whoa.
I didn't
That's
realize
the-
that. I was.
This is Joshua Goddard, created for a Halloween game.
They made a documentary about the Grizzly Man costume. Check it.
Joe, we'll do one more
The what?
page.
Okay, one more
Grizzly Man
page. So there's
costume?
3 more
Oh,
pictures.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, man.
Okay, this is Kevin.
Whoa.
Murray,
Don't you know?
Elite Battle Systems masks known as GOGs. They've also used for the
Bumbleclock.
new
Yeah,
ballistic
man.
lenses. I don't know.
Don't you know I tell you a thing?
This is next one is TJ
Whoa.
Secretan
That's
slide
pretty
painted
neat.
with a bull face worn by Soul Eater Bull.
Don't
That's
they get
pretty
caught in, like,
crazy.
branches?
That'd be dangerous. You sliding
You
into a
couldn't use
snake
that in
with
a
this.
yes, it would be deflate your
Unless
ego.
you
That
had-
would deflate your ego.
Unless you had Arab's bunker, it'd be a bad idea.
Yeah, that's right. And TJ Secretan grill painted with a bear face worn by Soul Eater Gare Bear.
Soul
Cool.
Eater. Whoa.
Is that the last one on that page?
That's the last
Okay.
one.
Here's a trivia question for you. I just figured this out. What is that piece of equipment that those goggles sitting on?
It's a popcorn machine.
Yeah, I just saw the word pop and light. Very nice. So just denote there, Joe, where you left off. Maybe put number 31 on there, because that way I can know on my end. All right, guys, this has been episode 350 of this nonsense we call a paintball show.
I don't know
here.
about you guys, but I'm inspired by that last segment.
Are you?
I'm gonna go home and turn my grills into i3s.
Nice.
I'm pretty excited for the push goggles. I think they're pretty slick. I
They
think
do.
I'd like
They
to.
do. They really
I'd like
do.
to try. I'd like to try a pair on again and see how they are. I do like the EVS goggle system. I do like the how comfortable they are with the kind of that microfibery kind of feel to it. But curious to see how that is. Curious
Oh.
to see how that is.
How curious.
Very curious.
Like in college?
Not college curious. I mean, let's be honest.
Okay, good.
There's a time and a place for everything, and it's called college.
Seb ruined my college curious.
Hey,
Ew.
leave me out of this.
That one night.
You're not giving away my one
Maple syrup. Ew. All right, we got to go. It's garbage night.
It is garbage night, guys. So again, we are going to be heading to Paintball Extravaganza, so check us out in a couple of weeks. We're going to be live for our regular show. When we're packed up here, we pack up our studio, we get in the limo, it takes us to the airport, and we'll be back on
Since
Wednesday
when
night.
is your Sunfire a limo?
It's a geostorm.
It's the Excel
I'm
version.
not going to tell you that enough.
No
It's a
word of a lie.
geostorm.
My friend in high school had a Geostorm, but little known fact, there was a GT version. It was a 3-cylinder turbo,
Whoa.
What?
I
which,
remember
by the
those.
way, due to our awesome shop class, got 2-inch straight pipes out the back. That thing was rocking.
I remember we had I was in automotive class, and they bring in cars and they cut them in half, so you just have the engine, and then you have like the dash and the steering wheel on the other side of it.
No,
and
those
they,
were
and they put it on
pigs,
a
and that was
stand.
science class.
And I remember the shop teacher so proudly showing us how everything works, and he was standing behind the driver's part behind the steering wheel. He's pushing on everything, showing us how the lights work and how the windshield wipers still work, even though there's no windshield and stuff. And he hit the windshield washer, spraying it, squirted up in the face.
I thought you were going to say the
Yeah.
airbags went off, and I was going to say liars.
And-
No such thing as airbags
No.
when you're in high school.
Simon's
No.
going back to his CNC machines.
As you should. You should have left an hour ago.
Yeah. Bye, Simon.
Nice to see you, sir. Hopefully, now speaking of extravaganza, not only will we be extravaganza broadcasting live, but we try to find better hosts than us, and we usually try to pick guys with accents. So most likely it'll be Simon Stevens this year and Eric Engler. And yes, you do have an accent, sir. You've got
Eric
that
Engler
North Carolina
will have a custom
accent.
FSC custom to show at extravaganza as well.
Ah,
We might have a teaser pick maybe next week to show. Maybe not.
for sure.
Good night, Simon.
So good night to everybody. We're going to end the show here. My name
put it
has
in your
been
mouth,
Josh
Seb.
Zubizabrickus as always, and thank you to
Yep.
Josh for being on the show.
Don't forget, folks, have your local airsofter spayed or neutered.
And Joe Gibson from Flaggers Paintball.
See you guys.
Sebastien
Pew pew.
Monnier all the way from Quebecois. He's waving. This will be Seb's last show for the next little while, as Seb doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be in our mobile studio, our portable studio, Skype.
I am with compression.
That's right.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Show off.
No kidding. And thank you to Matt for pushing all the buttons tonight.
you're welcome. And I
Guys,
hope everyone had a responsible
Don't you mean
amount of fun.
Don't you mean sliding all the sliders?
That's right, I did.
And fading all the faders. So thank you guys for listening. Make sure you hit that like and share button
And
on your way
knobbing all
out.
the knobbers.
And we'll see you next week as always here Monday night, 8 o'clock. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.